Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Wednesday, the 21st of July, the last of the supplementary puzzles. This is the Los Angeles Times expert level puzzle. I enjoy playing this game. It's usually not as tough as the New York Times hard puzzle, but you never know. Sometimes it throws a spanner in the works and clogs up my brain. So, shall we shall we just dive down into the puzzle? If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I play the Guardian Sudoku puzzle every day. That varies in difficulty. Usually they rate it harder than it really is. And I also often do supplementary puzzles such as the New York Times hard level, and this is the Los Angeles Times expert level puzzle. And the first thing that I see while I've been talking to you, you think I've been doing nothing, but my eyes have been looking at this puzzle, and I see that a 2 must come in this square here. And if you are asking yourself why, it might be because you have not played Sudoku much before. So let me just quickly explain. This 2 blocks any other 2 from appearing in this block here, so no 2 here, here, or here. So then in this column, which doesn't yet have a 2, this 2 blocks this square, and so 2 has to go here like this. This is the game of Sudoku. It's we limit to what we can definitely place. We don't guess. So 6 blocks across here like this, 6 blocks up here, and 6 goes in here like this. And if you are new to this channel, I should tell you that I don't play these games in advance. I don't practice or try them out first. So sometimes they're okay, and sometimes they are not very smooth. And so be prepared for lack of smoothness. Okay, I keep thinking I'm seeing things. I don't mean like mirage or something. I mean, I keep thinking I've seen patterns, but it doesn't turn out to be like that. I hope you are spotting these yourself. Okay, and I hope you've seen this one. There's 7 blocking across here like this, and 7 blocking across this row, leaving us with a 7 that we can place there. I think, okay, so let's just do a little bit of calculating here. This 7 blocks this square and this square, right? And this 7 blocks this square. So 7 is limited to these 2 squares here. So there can be no 7 across here like this. There can be no 7 across here like this. There can be no 7 down here, and there can be no 7 up here. So we can actually place a 7 right there. I see this 4 now blocking all the way down this column, and this 4 blocking up this column. So we have to place a 4 there. Okay, and so now I see something. So this 5 blocks up this column, right? So no 5 here and no 5 up here. So just imagine the rest of this column is no man's land for this digit 5. That means that digit 5 must appear either here or here, right? Which means that square is going to be removed. So then we only have 2 squares left where a 5 can go, and guess what? There's an intersecting 5 here, so the 5's got to come here like this. Now I also noticed that 3 blocks this square, this 3 blocks this square, so 3 again is limited to this square or this square. Alright, so that square is going to be removed for a 3, and this square is out for a 3, and so that column is out for 3, I should say, and so 3's got to go there. Okay, so right, 6 and 8 here. We don't yet have a 6 or 8 in this block, but 6 and 8 both block these two squares, so 6 and 8 must appear in these two squares here, right? And if that's true, then the other two numbers must appear in these squares here. So this number and this number will be 1 and 9. 1 and 9 sounds like pre-decimalized currency. 1 and 9, okay? Now if this is 1 and 9 and this is 1 and 9, and we know these two are the same, then this square here will also have to be a 1 or 9. But look, it can't be because we've got a 9 here. So that's going to have to be a 1, that's going to have to be a 9, and that's going to have to be a 1. Excuse me again. Alright, now we've got that. This 9 blocks down here, this 9 blocks this square, so 9's got to come here. I hope you got that. If that was a bit tricky for you, just rewind and have another look at it. It is quite straightforward. You know, I'm sure you will see it. Excuse me. So what's missing up here now? I should look at these three, see if I can get anything. So we've got 1, 2. We're missing 3, 4, and 5. Well, the 3 we've got here, the 5 we've got here, but the 4 we don't know anything about. So 3, 4, 5 here. What else? Nothing else really. 9s are here and here. 8s are in these squares here. No information on anything else really, so that wasn't that great. We must be able to find this number next, of course. Yeah, of course. So okay, so look, in this block here we are 3 numbers missing, and we can find out what they are, and therefore that will be 1 empty square that we can get here. So we've got 1, 2. We don't have 3, we don't have 5, and we don't have 8. Okay, first thing I see is 5 and 8 are both pointing at this square, so we can actually place the 3 here, and now 5 and 8 will be in this square, these two squares. Okay, remember, if you've got 3 empty squares and 2 of them are in the can actually see the same square, then it must be the 3rd digit. So in this case, that's a 3. I'm going to place this 3 actually. 3 blocking across here, 3 blocking across here, 3 blocking up here. That gives me a 3 here. And while I'm on the topic, this 3 blocks up here, this 3 blocks up here, and this 3 blocks across here. So that will give us a 3 there. Can we finish it? No, we can't, because we're here or here and here or here for 3s, but that's all we can say. Anyway, back to excuse me, finding this digit. I hope it's not COVID. 1. Do we have 2? No, we don't. This is 5 or 8, right? So we don't have 2, so that's got to be a 2. And in fact, you could see it because 2 blocking down here and there, that's the only free square. So, you know, there are often ways, more than one way to, I was going to say skin a cat, but that's a horrible idiom, so I shall say complete a Sudoku cell. That's much more polite. We're missing 1, 7, and 8 here, but look, 1, 8, and 7, they're all in different squares, so we don't have we don't have 2 numbers pointing at the same cell, so we can't get that just yet. I should probably excuse me today. Sorry, I've had some. I've just had dinner, and it was something called tom kha gai, which is spicy chicken soup. I'm not a vegetarian anymore, clearly, if I'm eating that. And um, it was made with rather a lot of chili peppers, and I think it's just caught in my throat a little bit. So, also had some sweet and sour, which was also quite spicy. Unlike the Chinese version, here in Thailand, we make a lot of things spicier. Right, okay, so I'm missing a 1 in this row. I can see 1 blocking here, so 1 is limited to these 2 squares. We have a 2, we have a 3. We don't have a 4, but we don't have any information on 4s, so that's no good. 5, we don't have a 6, so 6 is limited to this square and this square, which again is not that great. Ah, here we go. 7 blocking here, 7 blocking here. Now we can get 7 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6, 7. So we're missing 5, 8, and 9 in these 3 squares. The 9 is blocking here, so the 9 will be in one of these 2 squares here. Is that going to help us? No, still not really. Well, I'm going to have to fill in candidates now because I see lots and lots of pairs, and I can't find any way to resolve. Oh, hold on. I may have found something. 5. 5. Okay, 5 blocks across here, and up here. Okay, found another digit. Oh, I was just about to say that I need to fill in the candidates, which I probably will do anyway. Probably will need to do anyway. Now we're limited to 5 here and here and here and here and here and here, but still 5, 8 here, so it's no different. Oh, of course, I've only got 1 number missing up here now, so that's a 4, right? Okay. Okay, it's time for pencil marks because I think I've gone as far as I can go right now. So I remember this was 5 and 8 here. Missing numbers here were 2 and no, not 2 and 8. Sorry, 6 and 8. I should say 6 and 8. Down here we have 1 in these 2 squares, 8 in these 2 squares, and 7 in these 2 squares because of this 1, 8, and 7 here blocking across. Okay. Now 7s we can also put in these 2 squares here because of the 7 blocking down here. This 4 blocks down here, and so 4 appears in these 2 squares. This 1 blocks across here and up here, so 1 is possible in these two squares here. 9 blocks up here, so 9 is in these squares, and 9 is also in these two squares, because you can see blocking along this row and along this row here, along this row and along this row, so 9 will be available here, and up there we don't know. Okay, there's 4 blocks along here now, so 4 is either here or here. There's 8 blocks up here, down there, so 8 is like this. The 2, let me remember, the 2 is, yeah, 2 blocking down here, 2 blocking here, so 2 is in this square and this square, and also this square and this square. I'm getting a tickling wrist since messages are coming in and vibrating on my wrist, which is annoying and making me lose concentration. Right, 3 across here, 3 across here, so 3 is in these possible squares, 3 up here blocking here, and 3 blocking across here gives me 3 in these squares. Ah, 6 blocking down here and 6 blocking across here. In fact, I saw this really early on and I didn't think much about it. It gives us 6 up there as well. Didn't think too much about it, because it didn't really get me too much. I suppose that's why I didn't worry too much. 5 now, 5 blocking down here, and this 5 blocking this square, and 5 blocking across here gives us a pair of 5s here. And aha, now we've finally got something useful. 5 blocking across here and 5 blocking down here. You know, I should have seen this 2 and 5 and 2 and 5. I should have seen it before. I didn't see it. I do now, so better late than never. Because now we can see 2 and 5 and 2 and 5 exclusively pairs. So this 9 we can now kick out as though we were a bouncer, and we can fill in 9 here. Still not going to do a great deal. Right. So we shall continue along. So now we've got 1, 2, 3. We're looking for a 4 blocks across here. That's great. Okay, so 4 is in this square or this square, and whatever number is left goes in this blank space here. I think it's a 6. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, it's a 6. 6 goes there, and that's a good number to get, because now 6 blocks across here, up here, and so we can place a 6 there. This has got, if this says 1 and this says 4, this has got to be a 1 or 4, and this has got to be a 1 or 4, and this has got to be a 1 or 4. Right? Do you see this kind of pattern like this? Okay, if we have 2 empty cells and we have a candidate like this, okay, now we can count along if you like. Look, we don't yet have a 1, we have 2, 3, we don't have 4. So this has got to be a 1 and a 4, and this has got to be a 1 and a 4. And then in this column, this will also have to be a 1 or a 4, but clearly we've got a 4 here already, so we can just place the 1 here, the 4 here, and the 1 here. And since we've overwritten a 4, we can put 4 there. Again, if any of this is too fast, just go back and check. Now look, we have a 4 blocking along here, so no 4 is allowed down here. This 4 blocks across here, this 4 blocks down here, and this 4 blocks down here, so now we can place 4 here. We're overwriting a 5, so the 5 goes there. Now we have by a value cell, 2 or 5, it's got to be a 2, and the 5 will be here. We are making progress gradually, as is the way to play the game. This is what we do. 5s go here because this 5 blocks up this column here, so giving us 2 possible locations. Now something I see here, 7, 8, 7, 6, so something's got to be wrong, because if I have two empty cells and two paired candidates, but they are different, then clearly there's something wrong. And the thing that's wrong is, look, we already have a 6 in this row now, so that 6 can't exist anymore. In fact, this must be 6 down here. Okay, and we have to remove pencil mark 6 there. Which will leave us with 7, but we haven't finished filling in the candidates here, so be careful, because actually we haven't finished filling in the candidates. So this block here we have finished filling in the candidates, but here not yet. And so don't make the mistake of assuming that that must be a 7, because in fact it could be an 8. We just haven't filled in 8s yet. Right, missing number here is going to be 2 in this block. And now that we have this 2, it blocks down here, and this 2 blocks across here, so that's our 2 there. Now 2 blocking up here, 2 blocking up here will give us a 2 here. There's one number missing in this column now. I do believe it's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Yes, it is an 8. Okay, so now we know that this is in fact a 7, because it can't be an 8. Because we've already got an 8 in this block, so now we can prove that that is actually a 7, and the 8 is in this square, and now we can remove candidate 7 here. Okay, so now if this says 1 and 7, what must be in this square? Must be 1 or 7. Can it be 7? Clearly not, so it must be 1, and 7 must be here. Now we've already got an 8 here, so that's got to be a 1. And now the puzzle is coming along very, very nicely and very easily, I think. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have a 6 yet, so we'll place that now. We have 2 numbers missing up here, so let's see what they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these must be 8 or 9. We can't tell which is which just yet. Now we've got the 8 in already, so we'll put in the 9. Now over here we have 2 numbers missing, and we've got a 6 already. The other missing number for this block or this column, which is the same thing, is 1, but we have an intersecting 1 here. So in fact we can place our 1 here, and we know that that must be 6. Now we've almost finished, you see, because over here 6 or 8 in this row, that's got to be 8, that's got to be 6. Now we've got the 8 here, we know this is a 9 and this is the 8. Okay, and what's left now? So this 2 blocks along this row here, and this 2 down here blocks up here, so that will give us a 2 here. The last number in this row is 3, we can place it. This 3 down here now means that this must be a 4, and the 3 is here. This 4 now means that can't be a 4, so the 4 has got to be here. Now we've got one number missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 9. Okay, and down here 8 or 9, well that's clearly 8. We've got the 8, so that's a 1 now. This 8 means that this must be a 5. This is our 8. 5 now. Okay, 5 blocks across here, so this is our 5, and we have just one number to get, and it should be a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 it is. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that puzzle. Please come back for more anytime you would like to. Sudoku, 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 and jazz. Although I just talk about jazz sometimes. Okay, thanks very much. Please subscribe to the channel, and check out other people's Sudoku channels as well, and learn as much as you can and enjoy the game. It's a wonderful game to play. Thank you. Bye bye.